Bo Xilai was once one of China's up-and-coming politicians. The scandal that led to his fall broke last year just as China was beginning a once-in-a-decade leadership reshuffle. State broadcaster CCTV says Bo's offenses of abuse of power, taking large amounts of bribes and embezzling massive amounts of funds have led to heavy losses for the public and for China. Eastern Shandong Province's city of Jinan publicized the indictment in his case, moving China's biggest scandal in decades one step closer to closure. It's unclear how soon the trial will begin, but China's new leaders may want to move the case quickly through the courts, says political commentator Zhang Lifan.
The newly formed leadership, being the ruling party with the power they possess, is responding to whatever possible challenges they might face. So in this kind of situation, they might want to speed things up and get the Bo Xilai case over and done with. In this way, they will achieve some sort of unity.
China completed its leadership transition in March. Cracking down on corrupt officials, both low and high-ranking, is said to be a top priority, whereas Chinese officials say a life-and-death struggle for the party and state. On the streets in Beijing, many welcomed news of the indictment, but were less certain about its possible impact.
Anti-corruption is a big topic for every new batch of leaders in China, but whether efforts to crack down will have an impact depends on local government's enforcement. The public has high expectations for this.
I think that no matter whether his case ends well or not, it will have a big psychological impact on us, because this case highlights the problems that the party and the people face. No matter how it ends, we will not feel happy about this case.
State media say Bo's crimes stretch back more than a decade. In addition to corruption, charges include allegations of illicit sexual affairs and trying to cover up his wife's murder of a British businessman. Bo was ousted from his post as party boss of the southern megacity of Chongqing last year after the scandal broke. His wife, Bo Xilai, has already been given a suspended death sentence in her murder trial. Bo's former right-hand man, Chongqing Police Chief Wang Lijun, was sentenced to 15 years in prison for initially covering up the murder and other crimes. Legal analysts say Bo could face a lengthy sentence given the charges he faces. Bill Ide, VOA News, Beijing.